Whatever that thing is, I believe it just wants what you have. It wants to exist, but it has one major problem. It either does not have any identity or it is unaware of its own, therefore it feels the need to assume yours. A typical freaking parasite. It does not matter which medium it uses. It can strike anywhere, anytime, and anyhow. Therefore, to help you with awareness and prevention, here are some of the methods I have witnessed it use. A prepaid call or SMS coming from your own number and on your own mobile phone or landline. A video or audio call or message or post coming from your own profile, regardless of the social media application used. Even this one, a call on the intercom of your own apartment. An email from your own email address. A letter mysteriously delivered at your address with your own name as the expediter. And even mail pigeons landing near your windows with rolled papers around their necks. I believe that the last method, even though rare, proves the antiquity of that entity, and please, if you intend to upvote, downvote, or comment on this post, verify and ensure that the poster is not your own username. There is no concrete profile that can be established when it comes to its victims, as it does not discriminate between you or your 9-year-old little brother or daughter with a cell phone or tablet. Once it targets you, it contacts you, and if it gets your response, you disappear within a certain amount of time, never to be seen again. How do you know all that? You might be wondering. Look, I want you to know that I am not very proud of what I am about to reveal concerning myself. Know that out there, some people with tremendous financial means, influence, and power do not have your best interest at heart, if they have one, that is. Unfortunately, I happened to work for them at some point in my life and witnessed the extent of cruelty they are willing to reach in the name of progress, so please understand that I cannot mention names. Among the many atrocities they managed to lay their hands on, is that entity they chose to name Kevin, a name it never responded to. Like I mentioned earlier, it seems to lack any identity of its own, and does not have any appearance whatsoever until it assumes the one of its most recent victim for a period of 34 minutes at most. Since I never worked on the field, I have no idea how those evil people keep track of that thing, after deliberately releasing it out there for their research purposes, but I chose to risk my safety if it can save at least one life, even just one. I made that decision the day I saw that report. There is one report of an analysis video call hacked and included that I will never erase from my mind. On a Saturday afternoon, while at work, an innocent mom of 2 received a video call from herself that she unfortunately picked up. The guys from the IT had hacked her phone screen and her front camera, thus allowing us to see the concerned look on the innocent mother's face. The phone screen was entirely black until she said the usual hello, thus providing the entity with what it always seeks, a response. At that moment, the sound came on, and movements could be observed from the screen as if the caller was walking. Soon, voices of an adult woman greeting people, a teenage boy asking his mom where her car was, and an enthusiastic young girl followed. After a few seconds, the entity revealed itself as her doppelganger, standing in front of her house, smiling maliciously to the camera, with her own kids playing in the background. Crushed with terror, fear, and disbelief, the mother muttered a simple "who," unable to complete her question, before screaming the name of her children in an indescribable distress and in vain. Her car was later found abandoned in the middle of a road leading to her address with no trace of her, as the last clues she left behind were frantic calls to one of her neighbors, her son, and the police. No strange call was found in any history on her phone, probably erased by the IT guys or the entity itself. Even those evil people are not immune to that strange being, And to be honest with you, neither them nor myself know of any defensive mean against that entity in case of even an involuntary response. Prevention is the only way I know to avoid its deadly grasp. I sometimes hear knocks on my front door at various times of random days, and since it has already proved that it is not bound to electronics, I avoid any verbal response and simply open the door. Often it is really a human being, a delivery person, an acquaintance, a family member, or a friend, but sometimes there is nobody at the door or maybe nobody that I can see.